Hi, this is Jerry Pletica from Touching Hearts at Home. Today we have another awesome referral partner conversation, and I can't wait for you to meet her. She's a wealth of information, and I can't wait for those that need this kind of service to get some more information. So in my understanding, it seems like family, you're taking kind of the place of a family that is unable or unwilling or incapable of doing that for their family member. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a tough decision for family members. It's so hard to decide when is it time, what's the right time to do this, for mom or dad or whomever. And so I come in and there's a roadmap if I come in, what is their wishes? They want to stay in the house, and we're going to make that happen as long as we can. If something happens catastrophic where they can't, then I would be the one that makes the decision as far as facility placement. And, but it's the families that are in it for the right reasons, the best interest of their family member. They love it because they can just kind of take a step back and know that I've got everything well in hand and that their loved one is protected.
That's really a great service. Recently, I had a family member that I actually gave your information to, and I don't think they took advantage of it, but I think it could have really helped in their situation. So
they may take advantage of it. This is a tough decision, and people kind of mull it over for a while. Yeah, I haven't had anybody kind of do a knee jerk. Let's get this done. It's usually a pretty tough decision.
Yeah. So, because I've never heard of this kind of business until more recently when I met with you, is there some misunderstandings about what you do and how you do it?
I think so. There needs to be community education on what a guardian and conservator are. I think speaking with banks, speaking with law enforcement, things like this, because once you become a guardian, then you're essentially that person. So I have, the Jane Doe is my client. She is no longer able to make decisions. She's in a facility, whatever the case may be. And so I act literally as that person. And so, I step into the role where I'm taking over everything to make sure they're safe. But what people don't realize is, for instance, if I have to call a law enforcement report in a welfare check or something for safety, the police will call me back and they'll say, we can't, she doesn't want to leave her house with her sister or whatever to protect her. And I'll say, but I'm the guardian and I'm saying, please get her out of there. But they just don't understand my role. And so they're just like, well, we can't, because she says, and I'm just like, so that kind of education needs to happen. I think with hospitals, we need to just get the word out quite a bit more.
So in your experience, you work for Adult Protective Services across state lines, but here in Idaho, what is your education that you've received to do the kind of work that you've done?
Idaho, there's not a lot of, it's not real strict what you have to do to become a guardian or conservator. It's an online course, but the online course doesn't fully prepare you for what you have to do in this role. It really takes somebody like me who has this APS background too, to recognize the need, recognize abuse, recognize exploitation. So my understanding is at some point they're going to make it a little bit stricter criteria. And Washington, it's very strict to become a guardian conservator, very strict. But Idaho, it's not. And so I don't know how well it could be done without knowing what I know outside of this. It's a social work genre, I guess. It's a social work field, and APS is a social work field. But yeah, you're going to have to do a lot of editing because I'm doing a lot of bouncing around.
That's okay.
But yeah, my experience with APS brought me to this, and because I know what to look for, I know how to protect, I know how to get these things around folks so that they can live their best lives without having to worry about that kind of stuff, abuse or somebody taking their money.
Yeah.